Hi everyone, I'm Ashley McManus, Senior Director of Global Marketing at SmartEye. Welcome to the Human-Centric AI Podcast, where each episode we will interview a thought leader doing cutting-edge work in the AI space. A little bit about us. For over 20 years, SmartEye has developed AI in the form of eye-tracking technology that understands, supports, and predicts a person's intentions and actions. By carefully studying eye, facial, and head movement, our technology can draw conclusions about a person's awareness and mental state. Our eye tracking is also used in the next generation of cars, commercial vehicles, and providing new insights for research within aerospace, aviation, neuroscience, and more. So today's episode features Solmaz Shamir, VP and Head of Business Area Research Instruments at SmartEye. Solmaz has been with SmartEye since 2009 in different capacities. She's responsible for directing the Research Instruments organization and charged with delivering a sustainable, profitable business model there. She also leads global sales, product development and product management, marketing, support, and ops. In our conversation, we talked a lot about the Research Instruments business unit of SmartEye, how our products there, like the SmartEye Pro, track, measure, and analyze human eye movements to create a deeper understanding of human behavior, intentions, and interactions all over the world. We also discussed the recently announced SmartEye acquisition of iMotions and what that means for the future of biometric research. Let's listen in to learn more. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. With me today, I have Solmaz Shamir, VP and Head of Business Area Research Instruments of SmartEye. Solmaz, thank you so much for making the time to speak with me today.
Of course, it's a pleasure.
So let's start with your background. What has your career path been to SmartEye?
Sure. At university, I studied computer engineering, and then I continued my studies and got my master's degree in software engineering and technology from Chalmers University. I loved it. And when I was looking for an exciting area to do my master thesis, an innovative and high-tech company has been introduced to me, and there I've done my thesis work. My master thesis topic was facial expression recognition, and you're not going to be surprised if I tell you that the company was SmartEye, where I'm currently employed as VP, head of one of the business areas we have, and a member of the management team. Well, after I was done with my thesis, I've got an exciting offer from SmartEye to stay, which I turned down, and I accepted their second offer.
Always got to do it like that. Well done.
When I joined, we were 10 people. And like other companies, we had different functions, R&D, sales, operations, including technical support, production, logistics, and purchasing, where I was responsible for the four latter. We've been small and ambitious, and everybody needed to wear different hats. And that's what I'm always hungry for, to explore and learn. As part of that, I also enjoyed meeting wonderful people all around the world to educate them on our tech. And after a pleasant experience and receiving good feedback from our partners and customers, I joined the sales team at SmartEye as sales manager and then director of sales. And at the same time, I was also studying a sales and marketing program. And since SmartEye IPO in late 2016, I've been responsible for research instruments, including business development at SmartEye.
Awesome. That's so great. So as you said, you head up the Research Instruments business unit. Can you tell us what the pitch for SmartEye is, and especially for Research Instruments specifically?
Sure. Research Instruments, which I'm responsible for, was the only business area for many years. And it was where SmartEye has started its journey to make this great tech available to different researchers around the world. It paved the way for our automotive solutions and helped us to self-finance for majority of our work during these years. At SmartEye, all work we do and every eye movement we record are intended to increase our understanding of the most complicated system in the world, which is the human being. At Research Instruments, we develop the most advanced head and eye tracking systems with the highest accuracy possible for bridging the gap between human and machine, which is the same vision for SmartEye, and which is to provide insight into human behavior for researchers within various applications to understand human and machine interactions. It's also like to provide insight into human behavior for researchers within various applications. So all in all, that together, we can come up with solutions serving humanity. And that's the current focus point for Smart Eye.
So I know you talked about this a little bit, but who would you say our target customers are, or what kind of industries would benefit for using this technology?
We have two target groups, or two main target groups, I can say. One is our customers, who are research groups within different organizations, companies, institutes, universities. The other group would be like other tech providers, where we can team up, and these partnerships result in integrating our techs together, leading to amazing joint products. One of the main areas that we work in is automotive research. As you may know, car development is a complex process, and safety is one of the critical areas today more than ever. In the development of cars, including autonomous cars, eye tracking is a central part of making driving experience as pleasant as possible and making roads safer. And our eye tracking solutions provide significant value to research institutes, car OEMs, tier one suppliers during the car lifecycle by providing objective and data-oriented feedback. It also helps researchers to extract human insight in different phases, such as design, purchase, test, and drive processes by providing information on driver gaze and visual attention. Another area which we are very active in is aviation and aerospace research. One of the hot topics in this field is training and education in simulators. Eye tracking provides data which support optimizing in-flight experience for pilots, their performance, cabin design, as well as decision-making processes for flight instructors. And in just few years, the aviation industry is expected to follow and install eye tracking devices in cockpits in order to track the pilot's attention and drowsiness level. In aerospace, NASA, one of our long-time customers, has our eye trackers installed in their flight deck simulators, as well as their research flight deck, where they're used to monitor pilot state and behavior. As an example of the other target group, and I mentioned we are teaming up with like other tech providers, is our partnerships with assistive technology provider, Smartbox. Our eye tracking technology has been deployed in an AAC device called Lumini, where through Lumini, our tech is giving people with disability a tool to communicate without barriers and experience a more independent life. We also entered UX research by collaboration with iMotions, maybe another exciting topic, to support researchers in understanding how users engage with products and to determine what influence consumer behavior. Eye tracking is a UX research solution that provides quick human insights. Psychology, neuroscience research, railroad industry are other fields that we are working on, to name a few.
That's awesome. That's so exciting. So many cool things. And yes, we're definitely going to talk about more of them in depth. Yeah. So the first up, which is very fresh, is the iMotions acquisition that was just announced. What does this mean for the future of biometric research? What are the different synergies that we're exploring as these really three companies kind of come together? So Smart Eye, Affectiva, and iMotions.
Yes, I'm super excited that iMotions will be part of the Smart Eye group, joining forces with Smart Eye, Affectiva. I mean, it's super exciting. There are a lot of synergies between Smart Eye, Affectiva, and iMotions. We at Research Instruments, for one, have been strong partners with iMotions in the research market since several years back. We have several common customers, including many labs and universities, and the many synergies between our teams made this acquisition like a natural step, basically. Using eye tracking and multimodal research to accelerate human behavior insight is a vision that we and iMotion shared for years. And iMotion has come a long way and has a lot of experience in developing a platform that in real time integrates data streams from different biosensors, including our eye tracking and facial expression of Affectiva, into a single research platform. And all of these provide a comprehensive understanding of human behavior to researchers. I mean, I think by combining our tech and other tech providers with iMotions platform, we will make human behavioral research more accessible and insightful to everyone, across different fields.
Awesome. So taking a step back probably for just a minute, talking a little bit more about our products. So what do our products do? So such as the Smart Eye Pro, and how does it work?
Sure. Well, the first step is to provide our system with data to analyze. You named the Smart Eye Pro. Smart Eye Pro is a multi camera system, including software and hardware, scalable from 2 to 8 cameras, allowing 360-degree head and eye tracking. Free placement of cameras, both horizontally and vertically, makes it an ideal system for complex situations to capture image of eye movement and facial features. Through the use of infrared light, the cameras are able to detect a reflection in each eye's cornea. And once the image have been extracted, they are run through software that tracks the person's gaze and eye movement. Meanwhile, AI-supported algorithms interpret the details of the face captured. And for every time the system identifies a face, it gets to know its unique characteristics a little better, enabling higher efficiency, more accurate results. As the world's most advanced remote eye tracking system, Smart Eye Pro features the best combined headbox and field of view and gaze accuracy on the market. And this versatility, combined with incredible performance in all conditions, is why Smart Eye Pro is preferred research partner for what we call complex environments. That includes like car, flight simulators, vehicle studies. It can be like multiple screens, control room environments, even long-range tracking.
Very cool. So I know you probably had touched on this before, but who would you say that research instruments, specifically their products, are really intended for? Are there any other kind of use cases or industries that you want to expand on or add to that, what you've already said today?
Yeah, the answer to that question is I can name many, and I will talk about some of them. But we think that our eyes holding a lot of answers to many questions, and eye tracking is widely used by researchers and businesses looking into studying human behavior and gaining human insight. And our eye tracking solutions are redefining the possibilities within human-machine interactions and HCI. In general, I can say anyone interested in this field, especially researchers, and as I named, other tech providers working in this field. Although from different spaces they can be, I can't actually limit it to any specific industry.
Right.
Like some of the industries that I named earlier, that they can benefit from our products.
Awesome. And I know that you also mentioned there was interest from the airline industry and I believe pilots and flight simulation. Can you share a little bit more about that and that use case?
Of course. Monitoring pilots in the cockpits via eye tracking increases flight safety and decreases human errors that leads to incidents or accidents. Attention, stress, workload, fatigue, drowsiness, actual sleep can be measured by analysis of gaze movement, head pose, pupil, and eyelid movements. And combining with body temperature, galvanic skin response, heart rate, and other measures that help determine the state of the pilot. And a solution that can detect any non-optimal state of the pilot will, through sounds and vibration or other actions, be able to warn the pilot or even the central locations that can help with avoiding potential damage and casualties. What value we provide with our technology is substantial reduction of the operational cost for the airlines. The introducing of automated warning systems, for example, based on pilot mental state in the cockpits, will certainly reduce and potentially even avoid incidents and accidents and save human lives in this industry. Well, training and education in flight simulators also is another topic and an important aspect of our collaboration with this industry. I think I talked a little bit about that when we were talking about the industry, so I'm not going to repeat that.
Oh, great. Another thing we've already covered, but I want to ask a little bit more about was recently you were quoted in a press release announcing our partnership with Smartbox. Yeah. It announced their new product Lumini, and they named Smart Eye as the eye tracking partner. So for those who haven't read the release, can you break down a little bit about what that PR entailed?
Of course, I exactly remember that because it was like July 21st that we announced our partnership with assistive technology provider Smartbox. I mean, apart from resulting in an incredible product and opening up a fascinating new market for Smart Eye, I can't help but feeling a little bit extra proud of this collaboration because of what it represents, which is like the power of communication. I mean, when our ability to communicate is limited, it can limit almost every aspect of our life. Just like good communication can open doors, people who struggle with communication can feel that the same doors remain closed to them. And Lumina is a communication aid that uses a smart AI-based eye tracking to help people with limited mobility to express their needs, ideas, and feelings through their eye movement. And I believe that this collaboration between Smart Eye and Smartbox resulting in Lumina could be the key to a more independent life for many people.
Definitely. And we actually had Dougal. I don't know if you know him over at Smartbox. We had him on the podcast right around when the
great.
Oh my God, it's such a cool, very inspirational product.
It is.
And it's definitely a feel good story as well.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
So on that thread, maybe this is your story, but do you have any user stories that are really there, resonate with you that you could share with us? Maybe customers of yours that stick out in your mind, like how they use it, what they like about it, what they're excited about being able to do?
Sure. I mean, I love working with the research industry, and also, I mean, especially in our field of work, we are working with many industries, and it's fascinating to learn. I mean, we have many amazing customers with extraordinary research and applications. And I'm happy that, I try to cover or basically talk about a different one in every, topic that we talk today. But of course, like I mentioned, one for now for exciting use cases that we worked on, which was about improving flight safety with eye tracking.
Yep.
In fact, is one of our customers. It's a French company, a spin out of ISAE Supaero in Toulouse, where the research focuses on the very foundation of flight safety, which is the training of pilots. In fact, creates and develops technologies supporting commercial aircraft's pilot training and training centers. So flight data, gaze direction analysis, and HinFact's own analytics is used in the evaluation of human factors in flight situations. Data analysis combined with technology like eye tracking is what allows HinFact to detect critical flight situations and conduct research to improve flight safety. Our customer realized that eye tracking is the application best suited to provide the missing feedback on pilots' behaviors. According to them, on average, pilots spend 90% of their time monitoring flight parameters and the state of the aircraft. Therefore, according to HinFact, it was crucial to find an eye tracking system that provided the tech necessary to track eye movements with the highest possible precision. So according to them, there are several reasons why they chose the Smart Eye Pro as the eye tracking solution. But for one, the system is the only one offering multiple camera solutions with.
So I know as you're talking about a Smart Eye Pro, can you talk about what the process was in building it? Like, it sounds very complicated, but I'm sure there was a kind of a journey to get to this product here today.
Sure. To answer that, I need to go back a bit. Back in time.
Yep.
Smart Eye Pro was born when Smart Eye got the first order of a 3-camera system from Delphi Automotive, which is active today in Kokomo in the US.
Yep.
And this was early June 2002. The entire development of the first version was done in about 4 weeks and was delivered to Delphi beginning of August the same year by Martin Krantz and Bjorn Lindahl.
Wow.
Before before delivering the system to Delphi, we have used it for demos in few potential customers in the US. And before developing the Smart Eye Pro, we only had a few customers, and all of them got their own custom software, basically. So we realized that approach was not going to be sustainable over time.
Yeah, smart.
in the early years, the Smart Eye Pro development was driven by an on-demand process, I can say.
Mhm.
And the development of the new features was not really started until we got a PO from a client. And then it was normally implemented within the delivery time of 4 weeks, as the Aptiv example.
Mhm.
And my colleague Bjorn, who was involved in that process, calls this agile deluxe. I'm not sure if you agree. Well, Smart Eye Pro was also the main tool for algorithm development at the Smart Eye almost until 2010-15.
Okay.
And that time, Tracker Core development, which is another software, had begun and had got to a state where further algorithm development could be done within the Tracker Core environment. And we made a strategic decision because of the all the interest and the projects that we got from automotive industry to park the development of a Smart Eye Pro system for a while and shifting the focus and resources to other automotive production programs.
Okay.
The lack of maintenance and the double usage of Smart Eye Pro as a development tool was far from ideal for the stability of the software. So around 2015, after this decision, we started slowly to basically establish a development team and set a new plan for a Smart Eye Pro with the responsibility of maintaining the Smart Eye Pro and the other related software tools for research instruments. And today, Smart Eye Pro is a stable software, and there is a development team of 5 people working in a modern development environment with a modern development process.
Awesome.
And even though the vintage style user interface of Smart Eye Pro is very much appreciated by our clients, but there is a plan to gradually move it to a more modern user experience.
Mm-hmm.
I also need to mention that sales of a Smart Eye Pro system resulted in hundreds of million Swedish kronor revenue for Smart Eye during these years. And the total number of systems sold all over the globe is like more than 1,000 units. And I also would like to mention that our amazing Smart Eye Pro sales has financed a large amount of the cost to build a Smart Eye.
Yeah.
So we are very proud of it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Very well done. Awesome. Very cool.
Thank you.
So what features of Smart Eye's applications and products are you most excited about?
Well, we developed the world's most advanced eye tracking systems for analyzing human behavior and the impact of human factors. Mm-hmm. For 20 years, the Smart Eye has been working in close collaboration with the automotive industry, as you know, an industry that demands for our technology to keep an exceptional standard. And that they rely on us to keep their customers safe, right? And we take our job very seriously for that reason. Majority, besides from that, including the automotive industry, majority of our use case and application happen under complex situation, including working in sunlight, lab lights, and dark environments. So for one, being able to provide high performance and high quality data under any lighting conditions make a life of many researchers easier. Mm-hmm. Besides, together with being remote, meaning that you don't need to wear anything, makes the research conditions and the result much closer to real life situation, which is significant for research. Mm-hmm. Having said that, these features enabled us to provide solution for assistive technology and also for improving safety in traffic and in air, which I'm very excited and proud of.
Absolutely. So how can someone try our products, or where can they get them?
We provide the free demos of our product online, or even we offer a special on-site demo so that you can try it in your actual setup or in your actual environment. And these information, there are information on our website on how to get connected to my colleagues in different regions to receive a demo and get answers to those questions. During the demo, we will explain how our solution can assist in gathering insightful data from tracking a person's eyes.
Awesome. So what is the next step for research instruments? I know we're right on the cusp of 2022. So where are we going next?
Yeah. Continuous product development, I can say, plus partnering with other tech providers will lead us in opening up even more new verticals such as psychology, neuroscience, and training for research instruments and Smart Eye. As an example, constantly improving the simplicity of setting up and running the systems will help us to continue providing premium eye tracking solutions for our customers and helping the researchers to push their research boundaries within different fields. Besides, reducing the need for participant and camera calibration is in our plans. Will make the system more feasible to use in more applications. And always one of the key responsibilities of research instruments is to paving the way for Smart Eye to find its next business area. I can't tell what it would be. Right now.
We'll stay in suspense. That's okay.
Okay. Stay tuned.
So do you have any advice for those who are looking to utilize eye tracking technology in their research?
I can definitely encourage you to find out more and test different alternatives when it comes to selecting an eye tracking device. Eye tracking is a quickly growing area of research. And as I mentioned, it's used to uncover insight regarding human behavior during various situations. If you want to apply it to your field, the first step is to choose the right eye tracking device. So there are many solutions available on the market, and they all have a number of different features and capabilities, and each one has its own advantages and limitations. So definitely try our on-site demo in your actual setup. As I mentioned, during the setup or during the demo, we will explain how our system can assist you in obtaining more insight and data from tracking participants' eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And another comment too, I know we did a webinar fairly recently on how to select, eye tracking technology. So I think that we wrote blogs, or we do have some resources on our site. I'll drop them in the show notes for people to check out.
Exactly. Excellent. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So my last question for you, do you have any calls to action of people listening today?
Well, stay tuned for our update through subscribing to our channel. We have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. And we are always on the lookout for new use cases and applications. So don't hesitate to contact us to talk about your use cases and hear how our tech and products can support you in your work.
Awesome. So that is all I have for you. So Solmaz, it was such a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you again so much for your time today.
Of course, it was a pleasure. I really enjoyed it.
I was definitely blown away by Solmaz's background, knowledge, and expertise. I thought this was a great conversation, and I learned a lot about the role of eye tracking in many different areas of research. Specifically, it was fascinating to learn more about the increasing interest from the airline industry in our research instruments products and how they use them to train pilots in flight simulators. SmartBox also came up quite a few times as just such a great feel-good example of what eye tracking can do to help those with disabilities communicate. So I hope you'll check out that podcast episode as well. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. So don't forget to subscribe to our Human-Centric AI podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts for new episodes. We're also on social media, so please reach out to us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to share any feedback you have on the show. Don't forget to rate us and comment with your feedback to help make the podcast more discoverable for others. Until next time, thanks for listening.